you have an incredible story. I mean, take us back to, really, I mean.
Where it all started.
Yeah, where did it all start, brother?
Cleveland, Ohio. Me and my boys, real young.
Who else came out of Cleveland that rap?
Oh, MC Brains, a guy by the name of MC Brains. He did some stuff, Mike, with Michael Bivins from New Edition. Went platinum, real big. And then Kid Cudi, MGK.
Oh, that's right,
also.
Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Love Kid Cudi.
Yeah. But started young. Mm-hmm. Started real young with me and my boys, and it's that Cooley High Harmony story. Wally died, and you hear it all in Crossroads. It was that kind of life. And Eazy-E, he found us, and
he said the thugs in harmony, right?
Right, and the rest was history. You know what I mean? It's of course over 26, 27 years. I'm leaving out a few parts, but for the sake of time,
Yeah.
But we got all day.
We got time, brother.
I mean, yeah. Well, it was.
Bring us in.
It was the streets. It was early '90s. It was cocaine.
What was the shoe store? I used to go to the place that you get the shoes.
Yeah.
What's the name of the place?
Oh man, you got
down Alberts, Mr. Alberts.
Yeah, Mr. Alberts.
Mr. Alberts with
Mr.
the gators.
Alberts,
Get your alligator shoes and Mr. Alberts.
All the fly stuff, and now they just put a casino right next to his old shop downtown,
man,
which is real cool.
That must be beautiful.
No, it's real nice.
I used to live in
it.
Cleveland for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, Shaker Heights and stuff.
Okay.
I was down there. I was always down. What was not the Q Club? What was the name of the clubs back in the days down there?
It was mostly the flats.
But there was some other clubs too that was really some awesome back in the day clubs. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know Cleveland that well. I played the Browns a few times, came into town to play the Browns.
Cleveland's a real city with beautiful people.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I love
absolutely.
Cleveland. I love Cleveland. People say, what the fuck are you in Cleveland for? I love Cleveland.
Good food.
Good food. Home of the
Lancers. You ever went to Lancers?
Yeah, Lancers. Yeah, it's still there.
Lancers,
it's still that's Wishbone Place right there. That's his spot.
Lancers.
It's definitely
George
a spot.
Dixon was my man.
Hot Sauce Williams.
Yeah,
the food spot out there, real good food spot. But yeah, Cleveland.
And the Cleveland turned me into the peep game, frog legs.
Really?
I never ate frog legs. I went to Cleveland. I got turned down on frog legs.
Frog legs originally a French dish?
I have no idea, but if I learned it in Cleveland, it's so good.
Yeah. Fried frog legs.
Interesting. Oh, that sounds like some
Cajun
addicted
stuff. To that stuff. You got addicted to that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a certain southern swagger.
Yeah.
A certain southern swagger in Cleveland that they seem a lot more down south.
And this is what you would know.
Interesting.
Cleveland have a variety of gangsters.
Really?
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
Irish mob.
No, I'm talking about today.
Italian mob, yeah.
Today, right now.
I thought you talking about back in the day.
Yeah, I know. Danny Green and those guys. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about right now today.
Still now?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, how did you...
People from big cities go out this... I'm in Cleveland, this little ass town, and fall into a big surprise.
Yes. It's dangerous.
Many times. It's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Oh, no.
Talk a little bit about that, man, and how that infused your music. How was it that you guys came together, instead of, each of you sort of having your own individual path, or thinking that you wanted to go it alone? Instead, you guys really came together, were a group.
I was selling dope for my father at the time.
Wow.
And
are you from Huff?
Off of 105, 105. So I was selling dope for my father, and my father used to run around with Lele's mom. You know what I mean? They knew each other just in passing. And then she told me I looked like her son, and she told me about her son's rap group. So I went over to his place and left a rap on his bunk bed. And come to find out, we had already met in school, and then he came over to my house, and that's how I stopped selling dope and started rapping.
Wow. That's amazing, dude.
And that's how then he introduced me to everybody else. He introduced me to, Crazy was the first one he introduced me to, because I was like his partner in crime. Like they was musical partners. And Flesh and Bone at the time was playing basketball because he was a star basketball player. He wound up going to Allegheny, so he's our athlete. So it was just them two at that time, and then I came along, Wish came along, and everything just started culminating. Because, you know, Fleshy did 2 years with in Allegheny, and we couldn't pay his tuition. Like, we couldn't pay his tuition anymore. And then the car got shot up, so he didn't have a way to get back and forth. Some street stuff we was going through, just nonsense that, you know, you go through in Cleveland. And then after that, you know, all avenues started to close down on us, like what we were going to do with our lives, and they started dropping off dead bodies in our front yard.
Wow.
Because Sherm, well, not Sherm. Sherm out here is like PCP.
Yeah.
But Sherm in Cleveland is embalming fluid. So that hit the neighborhood really, really hard. Some guy robbed a couple.
Zombies walking down the street.
Zombie water. Yeah. And anyway, it attacked the hood. And off of that zombie water, you kill people.
Absolutely.
How were people doing that? Is it dipped, or is like weeds dipped in it?
In the freezer. They would dip it in the embalming fluid. A guy would go in and rob a funeral home. And he would come up and he would bring a new drug to the neighborhood. Yeah, it's some scary shit.
Makes you strong as a bull.
As an ox, you are you are metal, you are steel.
Monster, no pain.
And if you're already strong, you're unstoppable. The police gonna have to do something to you.
Shoot you.
You know, sometimes they shoot them and they still kill the cops.
Yeah.
When they're on that shit, they
Still
shoot it
coming.
goes right through them. They keep coming. Oh, that's some scary shit. That's scary.
Scary shit, dude. What was your guys' first break as a musical group?
We were messing with a local guy. He owned a record store. And I had some kids at the time, so I was working for him as well on the weekends. He put out a record with us, record called Faces of Death. And, you know, we named it after, it was an old video that came out.
Yeah.
It was just showing people getting fucking killed.
Documentaries of
that was
death.
Faces of Death.
Pretty
I remember
awesome
that.
back in the day. I saw it too.
Yeah, we were little gruesome little dudes.
Yeah.
You know, we were into that for some, you know, some like goth.
Yeah.
We happen to like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, that really, you know, death and spirituality is a big part of you guys.
yeah, it always has. You know,
Yeah.
grandma gonna put it in you.
Yeah.
The neighborhood's gonna put it in you. When you aren't with your parents, someone else's parents is gonna put it in you. You know, when my mom wasn't there, Lazy's mom was there, so I had someone there. So you know, that kind of thing, and then spirituality just runs through us. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. It
On
comes
all
through.
levels.
Yeah.
On all levels.
I think it's nature. Spirituality is nature.
right.
Because at a certain stage in your life, you start thinking about your mortality. Where am I really going from here? What's going on? It's almost over.
Right.
What's going to happen from now on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I be scared? Should I be nervous? Should I be sad? How should I feel? Should I be glorious? Should I be happy?
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?